Hi everyone, Matt Alexander here, or Techie Speech, as I have myself named on Teachers Pay Teachers. Want to give you a little walkthrough on how to utilize the Goldman-Fristow and Con-Lewis automated scoring reporting assistance. So first off, when you open it up, it's going to bring you to this welcome screen. Take a note that if you see this security warning thing up at the top of your screen, make sure you enable your content. And then I've got some basic information of how to use it, but the first thing that you're going to really do is go take your paper protocol, go to the person that you're testing, perform the test as you always do. And once you have that protocol in your hand, you click Enter Responses here. So we're going to start off with sounds and words, Enter Responses. And, oops, still had something in there. So what you do is you sit down and you look at the protocol and you transfer over the errors that they made. So you have the target sound with a space right next to it for where you would enter the error. So if instead of a H, they did a T in-house, all you do is click into that box, and because T is something that's on the keyboard, you hit the letter T on your keyboard. Let's say that it's something that has one of those specialized IPA symbols. Well, after you click into the box of where the error is present, you can hit the drop down and choose that IPA symbol. I use the negative sign as a deletion and an X, capital X as a distortion. If you're not sure about those symbols, I'll show you the key in just a second. But let's say that they did a K instead of a D, a SH instead of a P. Keep in mind that these are just going through each individual consonant represented in that word. So for those consonant clusters, you have like quack, K, W. You've got the first half of the cluster, the second half of the cluster. If there's multiple consonants in the middle of the word, like monkey, there you go. You just go through consonant by consonant and enter in the errors, only the errors. Once you're done with that, hit back. Now you're back at that welcome screen and you're ready to view your results. So you can hit view all errors for that sounds and words because you just put them in. And you can see that it transferred over that SH for P, the K for D, the T for H. It shows you what your raw score is, indicates what the overall possible or the number of consonants that are targeted in that sounds and words. Also automatically calculates that percent consonant correct for you overall, as well as breaking it down into initial, medial, and final position. And then you have the key down here of what those different IPA symbols stand for. And then towards the end, you have, that minus stands for omission, X distortion. I like to do, it's not parentheses, I'm not sure what that's called, but the little bracket type thing to identify interdental, if it's a S or a Z when it's not a full TH. And then a tilde if it's a lateralized production of that target sound. But again, whatever you entered on that enter responses page automatically transfers over to those the errors table. What I suggest here is that you do a screen snipping screenshot of just the table and the key and put them into your report. If you copy and paste, the spacing of the columns gets kind of off and funky looking in the reports. But doing a screen capture and putting it in as a picture makes it keep its formatting a little bit better. In addition to that, you also have the ability to view it with the norms that are reported in the back of the Golden Fristo. So let's say that that individual you tested was a male. So we can see, okay, that P should have been mastered in the initial position between 5 and 5'11. Uh, so depending on their age, that lets you know if you've got an area of concern. I do not recommend putting this table in a report just because it's so wide. It ends up being too small for you to really read on a report. But it's a good thing to be able to bring up and show to a parent, or to kind of jog your memory on the norms so that you can then put it into the narrative of the report. Lastly, for the sounds and words, after you have all those things entered in again, you can come over here and hit View Results under the KLPA, and that will generate a nice little table for you to do a screen capture and put into your report of the various phonological processes that are observed. Also calculates that raw score for you so that you can look up the standard score and percentile score of the Con Lewis. Uh, and then the sounds and sentences, you've got the ability to view the responses, or enter your responses, and then view the errors. Sounds and sentences do not have the Con Lewis analysis ran on them. Hope you found this helpful, and best of luck with the Con Lewis and Goldman Fristo system. Have a good one. Bye.